Welcome back to No Sticks, No Bricks. We are in New Mexico and look at all these beautiful mountains. We're in our happy place. Alright, we just got to a harvest host. Left the Davis Mountains State Park and we're on the way to a state park in New Mexico. So we're hitting up a harvest host on the way. We're at Lycon Dairy. So this is a dairy farm. This is right outside of El Paso, right along the border of Mexico. So might get some good Mexican food around here. So we just woke up, the harvest host here.
And near the El Paso, Texas area.
And it's snowing out. I mean, it's not a whole lot of snow. It's more like flurries. Again, it was like 75 degrees and sunny yesterday. We wake up in the morning and boom. Is this normal, Texas? Does this happen every year where you get like 50-degree temperature drops overnight on a frequent basis?
From
yeah, while we're at it, we might as well look.
The snow that is up there on the ground.
They definitely got more snow here than we got.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, it was snowing hard, but it didn't stick.
And there's some stuck to the ground right there, if you can see it.
All right, we got to Hound State Park here in New Mexico. It's by Demings, New Mexico. And wow, we thought Fort Davis is beautiful. This place is incredible. Check out these views. We reserved site 27. It's a nice big pull-through site, so that's pretty cool. I mean, come on. This is like being back in Alaska, except warm. There's all kinds of different cactuses, cacti, like what's plural for cactus? Let me know down in the comments, because I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of different type of cacti, cactuses here, and it's pretty neat. There's a wide range of different plants, even though we're technically in the desert, I guess. Life. Alright guys, we're getting ready to do a little hike here. We got lots of trails right around this campground. And we've already done a couple around the campsite?
Yep, done a few around the campsite. Now we're gonna go do one that's down the road a bit.
Yeah. So we're at Hound State Park, like we said, and we're gonna go to Spring Canyon State Park, and they've got a couple trails there. One of them's called Lover's Leap Canyon Trail, and the other one is called Spring Canyon Trail, and we're gonna do the Spring Canyon Trail. It's pretty funny, you know. We mentioned in a previous video that we use the All Trails app quite a bit when we're looking for places to hike or e-bike ride. And the comments made on this Spring Canyon Trail are pretty funny.
So it's marked as an easy trail.
All Trails uses like a easy, moderate, hard to rate the trail. And
So this one was marked easy, and I was looking it up, and some of the comments are pretty hilarious. Like, it's the hardest, easiest trail I've ever hiked.
got to be a goat or something like
Yeah.
that. I'll put the comments on the screen, but
So we'll let you know
Yeah.
if it's easy, moderate, or hard here.
so this
after.
may be the last time you guys hear from us. If so, it's been great. Peace.
So as soon as you start the trail, it's uphill.
Yeah, it's like an old road or something to start out with.
Get the heart rate going.
Yeah,
Hit the ground.
that's how you get the blood pumping in the morning. So according to all trails, dogs are not allowed on this trail or the Lover's Leap Trail. But the sign, when we first entered the trail, said keep your pets on a leash. So apparently they are. So our Alaska friends probably giggle when they watch this and see that we're in the mountains. But just to put things in perspective, the tallest peak in this section, this mountain range that we're in, is 7,500 feet. And Pioneer Peak in Palmer, Alaska is about 6,500 feet. So it's actually 1,000 feet taller than Pioneer Peak.
All right, trying to find my inner mountain goat, that's for sure.
So we were reading that back in the 70s, Iran actually gifted New Mexico some ibex sheep, approximately like 40 of them. So they were released in this mountain range, this is the Florida mountain range, Florida range. And now their population is around 500. Hopefully we'll see some, but none yet.
See some remnants.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of poo. Big piles of poo that we think maybe that the sheep left them. We're not really sure, but
It's way too big for like a dog or...
yeah, it almost looks like cattle, but
Yeah.
I don't think there's any cows up here. So we're guessing it's a sheep.
And the flies.
Yeah, once you stop, the flies are like little kamikazes. Well, what do you think? Is this easy, moderate, or hard?
I think it's kind of hard.
Yeah?
I mean,
It's like 90% uphill.
trail is pretty easy, I guess, but it's all uphill. So I'd say maybe more moderate, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Moderate.
not necessarily hard.
So it's a little difficult to tell like where the trail officially ends, because I think it merges into a goat trail, but
Pretty much there's not much of a trail after this spot right
yeah.
here.
We're just gonna call this the top and say that we made it. Sound good?
Sounds good.
So we were just saying, if you got little kids and you want to do some hiking, this is definitely not the trail for you. It's a little bit technical, so definitely don't want little kids doing it. So one thing to keep in mind is if you're gonna do either this trail or the Lover's Leap Trail, the gates do close at 4 o'clock. So you got to make sure you're out of here by 4 p.m. All right, so now we are at the Lover's Leap Trail, which is just basically right down the road in the same section, but maybe what, a couple hundred miles down, or a couple hundred yards down from the Spring Canyon Trail. So hopefully our knees and back and hips will
We're gonna try. I'm already feeling it. But
see how far we get. hot sauce grew out in the wild in New Mexico.
I don't know what we were thinking. However, there was a guy wearing Converse.
Yeah.
And he had 2 kids with him wearing Converse, so they made it to the top.
Yeah.
So
Little motivation for us.
little motivation.
It's times like this where we're really gonna miss our hot tub tonight.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Oh, yeah.
Maybe doing back-to-back uphill hikes isn't the smartest idea that we've ever come up with.
Not at all.
We're almost there. Well, babe, we made it.
Yeah, because the trail just kind of ends right here.
Yeah. So 2 hikes, 1 day. Definitely bring lots of water because snacks, yeah, fuel up, trail mix or whatever. But definitely a lot of water. We both have these cool little backpacks that have the camelback in them. So, and they work really well. Holy cow, we made it.
So the second trail, the way down was a lot harder than it was up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Squishes your toes, hard on the knees.
last trail we did was easy. According to all trails, this one was moderate, and I would say this one was probably hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
was
definitely
about
was a
a
workout.
about a 723 foot elevation gain according to the old Apple Watch.
It took us an hour to get to the top, and it took us 43 minutes to get to the bottom,
Yeah.
with a couple of close calls for white.
Yeah. But boy, the views, it was just beautiful. Really gorgeous views from up there. So definitely recommend it. Don't recommend doing the Spring Canyon and the Lover's Leap in the same day unless you're like in really good shape or young.
Or, I mean,
both.
yeah, just if you're already a good hiker, you know, or just,
Right.
yeah.
But I'd say it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Yeah. Guys, we made it to Arizona. We are staying at Fiesta Grande. It's an Encore Park, part of our 1,000 Trails package. When you add the Trails collection.
It's really nice park.
It
we haven't
is.
done much in the park because we're visiting Jason's family. They live about 15 minutes from where we're staying, so.
Yeah, my mom and dad, they winter down here in the, because they live up in Iowa during the summer and they winter down here in Casa Grande during the winter time. So we're visiting family.
Yes.
And we're actually here waiting for them right now. They're meeting us for, guess what? We're going on another hike.
Another hike, yes. This one doesn't seem as bad though.
No, I don't think this one goes straight up.
No, thank
But
goodness.
this video is all about the hikes. This time we're in Arizona hiking though, so should be pretty good. Everybody say hi to the YouTubers. These are the famous Sororo Cactuses. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And they only grow in this part of the world, basically, in this part of the United States and the world. And it takes like 50 years to grow one of those arms. And they live a long time. Pretty awesome. I got my mom and dad, my sister, my nieces and nephews. Got the whole family here in Arizona, so I'm loving it. So these Sororo cactuses can live up to 150 years old. So some of these out here were here before I was born, and they'll be here when I leave. This is the jumping chola?
Yeah, they just kind of fall off, I think.
Okay.
And then if you touch them,
You don't want to touch any
stick
of
to
it.
you. Yeah.
That does not sound like fun.
Don't. No, it has to fall.
You got mom.
So far, this is much easier than the New Mexico hikes. Mama's got both of her kids back. Are you happy?
Hey, finally.
It's been a few
Doesn't
months.
happen very often.
I know. So I forgot to tell you earlier, but this is the Casa Grande Mountain. It's basically right outside of Casa Grande. Looks like there's a few different trails on this mountain. Yeah. And we're picking one that goes, what, 2 miles in, 2 miles back?
Yeah, we're just going to turn around after 2 miles.
Okay.
It goes all the way around the mountain.
Oh, cool. So these are done by the desert birds that they have here. So babe, how do you like this compared to our last 2 hikes?
Oh, this one's much easier.
Yeah, not straight up.
No, not straight up. It's amazing the different landscape between New Mexico and Arizona. A lot more big boulders here. When we did the New Mexico hikes, there wasn't those big giant boulders like they got here, so both very beautiful, just different. And of course, New Mexico doesn't have the Sororo cactuses, at least not that I'm aware of. If they do, let me know down in the comments, but I think they're only in Arizona. Maybe it goes into Mexico a little bit, but not sure about New Mexico. Yeah, there's Picacho Peak right there. We were gonna stay at the state park there before we made reservations at Fiesta Grande, but they were having water issues. No water at the park, had to bring your own water, so. Also, they read some reviews and there's a few complaints about it being too close to I-10, so there's a lot of road noise. So we decided to switch it up, Todd and Sheila, and go to the Encore Park instead. This is me and my sissy, my little sister. There's a little side-by-side up there. We really missed our side-by-side. Part of our downsizing when we would decide to go full-time RV was we sold our side-by-side, and we had a Maverick XMR, and boy, is that thing fun. All right, so that was about a, what, 1.48 miles-ish? so we didn't quite do the 2 miles in, 2 miles back, but we did make it to the top, and it is beautiful. Mom was just telling me that it gets so hot here in the summertime. When they leave to go back to Iowa, they've got to leave five-gallon buckets of water inside the house just to keep the moisture in the house so the walls don't crack and peel, and so the person that watches their house refills the buckets full of water when they get empty. So that's pretty amazing. I would not want to be doing this hike in July. It's March right now and we're already pushing 80 degrees. So they keep their air conditioner on while they're gone, but they set it at 90 degrees. So, you know, you don't want to be paying that high AC bill while you're not living in the house. But it's amazing that it uses that much water because it's so dry here. This guy is huge. Look at all the arms on this thing. It's pretty amazing. Definitely older than I am by a long shot. That was definitely a nice hike. If you're in the Casa Grande area, hit up this Casa Grande Mountain. You can either park on one side or the other, and there's trails on both sides. So some different options for you.
It was a 3-mile hike, and then I burned 101. I did 101 minutes of exercise.
Nice.
Yeah. Whew.
We're definitely getting our exercise in this last week or so. Feels good. So, good hike.
Very good hike.
Good hike.
Now we're just waiting for, you know, Jason's dad to bring our key back to the truck.
He kind of took off in his car, and our key for the truck's in his backpack, but he just pulled up, so I'm gonna go grab it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Next week, we'll still be in Arizona. We're gonna do some boondocking out at Quartzsite, so see you next week.